and welcome to Sunnyside Crochet. Today we will be making a pineapple wine bottle bag. I know the weather's getting a little warmer, so I figured we'd get a little festive and just really get into it. These are really super cute, so enjoy the ride. For this project, I have sugar and cream in yellow and renegade. I found the renegade because it's variegated greens. It just makes the green part of the pineapple just look a little more realistic. And to do this project, we also have a size I crochet hook, or 5.5 millimeter, whichever way you measure it. So we will get started with the bottom part of our pineapple. So we will get some yellow and tie it on our hook. However you decide to tie is fine. I use a square knot just to make sure it doesn't come out. So we have our square knot, and we're going to be working in rows of 5 for our round. So we are going to chain 2, and that's your first. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And we're going to slip stitch in that first stitch that we did. Let me find it. Sometimes those chains are hard to pull back out of there. Then this yarn separates real easily too, so that doesn't help that. Alright, there's one side, and here's the other. But the one thing I really like about using sugar and cream, it is a cotton yarn. It does not stretch as much as acrylic yarns do. So it works a lot better for these kinds of bags and the wine glass lanyards that are really popular right now. Okay, so we finished that. We will chain 1. That is stitch number 1, and we're going to do 2 stitches in each stitch around. So get in there, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we will slip stitch into that first chain right here. There, and there. Okay, that was round 2, that's 10 stitches. Alright, round 3. We'll chain 1. Okay, 1. And then we're going to do 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So there's 2, 3. 1 is 4. 5, 6. Just 1. 7, then 8, and 9, 10, okay, 11, 12 in here, so 11, and 12, 13, and then the last 2, 14, and 15. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you will slip stitch right in that one. It's also a good way to check and make sure you have all your stitches in there. It's also a good way to double check where your slip stitch is going, because sometimes that chain is hard to see. Okay, so that was round 3. Round 4, we have chain 1, single crochet, then 2 single crochet, so there's 3, 4, all right, 1 in there, so that's 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 7, 8, oop, I missed something, there we are, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19, 20, 19, 20. All right, and then we will slip stitch right there. All right. So then this round is 5, so we have 3 single crochets, so we'll chain 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3, 16, 17, 18, 2, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, last 2, 24, and 25. Slip stitch. All right, so now we're on 6. That'll give us 30. And we actually want 35 to start this, so 2 more rows. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we have 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17, 18, and then 4, 19, 20, 21, 22, all right, 23, 24, 4 more, 25, 26, 27, 28, and then 29, 30, 29, 30, and we will slip stitch right there. Okay, so now we're on 7, so we chained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was our 2. And then 5, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 2, 13, 14, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 2, 20, and 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and then our last two, 34 and 35, right there. Okay, slip stitch right here. Okay, now we're going to start our shells up the side of our pineapple to make it look like a pineapple. So from where we're at right now, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to do 4 double crochets right in that space right there. So 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. Okay. So then we are going to skip 2 stitches, do a single crochet in the 3rd stitch, and then we will skip 2 more, and then we're going to do 5 double crochets in that stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now we're going to skip 2, single crochet in that 3rd one, skip 2 more, and then 5 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then we're going to skip another 2, single crochet. Okay, skip 2 more, and then 5 more double crochets. And we're just going to do this all the way around for our first row to go up the bottle. 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Single. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, and 1, 2, single crochet. And then we're going to join with a slip stitch in this chain, this second chain that we did to start this row. So that top chain that started this shell, we're just gonna put our hook right in there, get the other side, there we are, yarn over, pull it through, slip stitch. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch there, we're going to slip stitch in the next, okay, and then in this middle stitch here, this third one, we're going to do a single crochet, and that's going to get us back into our pattern to keep doing our shells. So we did the slip stitch there, we're going to yarn over and double crochet in this single crochet that we did in the first row. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're gonna 1, 2, 3 right there in the middle, single crochet, and then in this single crochet from our last row, we'll do another shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in that third one we'll do another single crochet, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the third one, single crochet, and then 5 doubles for our shell, 2, 3, 4, 5, single in that middle stitch, and then another shell, 2, 3, 4, 5, single, and then a shell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we've come to the end of this row, and we have a single crochet here on top of our first row. So all we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch right into that single crochet. Okay, and we'll chain 2, and we'll use that as the first stitch for our shell. So we have 4 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a single crochet there. And we're just going to keep doing this until we have 14 rows of shells, and then we'll be back to work on the top. Okay, now that we've finished our yellow, we have 14 rows of our shells, which makes it the majority of the way up a wine bottle. I have one finished right here. So as you can see, you get most of the way up the bottle. It's a regular 750 milliliter bottle. Okay, so now we're going to tie off our yellow and get started on our variegated green. The Renegade is the color over there. So we will snip that off. I'm not really concerned about tucking in the ends on these because they're inside up against the bottle. Nobody will ever see them unless you turn it inside out and show people. So I'm really not worried about tucking in the ends. Alright, so we will get started on our greens. And like I said, I just really love this color. It works really, really nice for the green part of the pineapple. Okay. Alright, so we tied it on. We're going to slip stitch right in there. It's always the hardest part. Okay, so we're going to chain 2 and 4 double crochets just like we were doing. We're going to do 4 rows, just continuing on the pattern that we were on. And your single crochet and another shell, and we're just going to continue like this. Like I said, 4 rows, and then we're going to even out the rows, do straight double crochets to make a spot to put our cord to tie off the wine bottle. So alright, 4 more rows of shells and we will be right back. Okay, now that we have 4 rows of the green variegated on here, it's starting to look a little bit like a pineapple now. So now what we have to do, we have to even out this rippled edge to make an even row so we can string our tie through there. Okay, so what we're going to do, I already slip stitched into the last stitch there, which was a single crochet. I'm going to chain 2. And then in the next stitch here, I'm going to do a half double crochet. So bring 1 through all of that, then a single crochet, and then in this middle one on our shell we're going to do a slip stitch, and then the next one is a single crochet, and then a half double crochet, and then in this stitch, this single crochet from the last row, we'll do a double crochet. Okay, and that gives us a more even line to work on in our next row to string our string through. Alright, so we're just going to finish out this row. We got half double, single, slip, single, half double, and then we're just going to slip stitch in the top chain right there. Okay. Then we will chain 2 and just double crochet in every stitch all the way around. Okay, we made it all the way around. Slip stitch right in there. Okay. Now we have to get back into our shells. We're going to do 4 more rows of shells, and that will finish up the main part of our bag. So we'll chain 2 and then 4 more in this stitch, 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be just like it was when we started it. So we're going to skip 2, and that third one we'll do a single crochet and skip 2 more, do another shell with the 5 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we'll just do that, like I said, 4 rows to finish out the bag. Okay, now that we've finished the green part, we're going to make the cord that we're going to weave in to our double crocheted row right here. If you don't want to make a cord, you can use ribbon, you can use a piece of rope, I mean, whatever you can weave in there every 2 stitches, it will work fine. Okay, so here we are with the cord. We're going to use a size G hook or 4.25 millimeter, just because it works a little bit better making the cord if you use the smaller hook. Alright, we're gonna tie our knot in here. Okay, got that. Got some yarn. Alright. So we are going to chain 2, and then we're going to come back and pick up 2 loops in those chains. Alright. So then what we're going to do is we're going to drop the first 2 loops off your hook, just like that. Hold them in your fingers. Yarn over and pull through the first one. Keep that one on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the second one. Keep that on your hook. And then yarn over and pull through the third one. Okay. Next row, do the same exact thing. Drop your first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull it through your first loop. Yarn over, pick up your second loop, yarn over, pull it through, and then pick up your third loop, yarn over, and pull through. And you're just going to keep going like that, and as you go, just kind of tug on it a little bit, and it'll form more of a cord shape. And you're actually going to make 30 inches of cord for this project, just so you can tie a decent bow, or just make it look nice. But I found 30 inches just seems to work pretty good for this. And you just pull it a little bit, and already it's starting to look like a cord right there. So you want to go for 30 inches, and then I'll come back and we will put the cord in and finish this up. Okay, now that we have 30 inches of cord, we're just going to yarn over and just pull through all 3 loops, and then we're just going to tie off that tight, pull through and snip, pull it tight. Okay, and then we're going to pull this so it goes around in the cord so you have a facing on the back as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our hook right up the middle of this cord. Okay. And we're going to grab this tail and pull it through. So it tucks in there real nice. So you have a nice looking cord. Okay, and we'll do the same at the other end. Work your hook up through the middle. There. And pull it through. Alright. And there's our cord. So now we'll take our pineapple, and I like to do this right where we did our chain, but if I can't find it real quick. Right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with one end, and we're going to go in the middle of this stitch space, and we're going to go behind these two, and then come up. We're going to go in front of those two, go behind those two, and we'll just work it 2 by 2 all the way around. So we're under this one, over those ones, under those ones, over, and over. All right. I'll pull them to even them out. Maybe. And there we have our finished pineapple bag. And these are great for parties and get-togethers. They're great for gift baskets, any kind of basket raffle you could have. That's what I make them for. My parents are usually, hey, we need a raffle idea. So I whip something together real quick like this. And people usually go crazy over these things. So I hope you enjoyed your time with us today, and that you had a lot of fun making this wine bag. I know I did. So please follow our channel and visit us at sunnysidecrochet.com. Thanks for visiting, and happy hooking!